And this is the vocative form of Hara, Mother Hara. Just like you say Radha, but if you call you call out to her, you say Radhe. That's the vocative form of the feminine name, you see. Hare is the vocative form, Hara, or Radhe is the vocative form of Radha. So we call out to her for her mercy and blessing, because she has mastered the art how to be totally head over heels, madly in love with Krishna. Her mood is very important. That's why Krishna adopted her mood and became Lord Chaitanya. We are Chaitanya-ites. We are followers in the footsteps of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wanted to worship Krishna in the mood of Radharani. You see. So that mood of just becoming completely attracted to Krishna, with no thought of anything for myself. You see. That's the perfection. Another nice lesson regarding Mother Radharani, Prabhupada taught us in London how to pray to Radharani. This was on Radhastami. He gave us a little tip on how to pray to Radharani. He said, "My dear mother, please tell about me to your Krishna. My dear Mother Radharani, please tell to me about your Krishna." See, Radharani is very kind. If anybody approaches her wanting to be Krishna's devotee, Prabhupada explained how she will push that devotee forward and give him a special recommendation. "Oh, my dear Krishna, just see this devotee," she will say. "He is better devotee than me." She'll recommend, if you beg Radharani's mercy, she will personally recommend you to Krishna. "My dear Krishna, my dear Shyam, here is this devotee, he's a better devotee than me." Now you can imagine what Krishna will think, you see. "Oh, a devotee better than my beloved Radha? What kind of devotee this must be? Let me see who this devotee Radharani is recommending is better than her." So you must beg the mercy of Radharani. Whenever we say Hare, and then Krishna. We say Radha Krishna. First the energy, and then the energetic. Sita Ram, Lakshmi Narayan. Except in Chicago, Kishore Kishori. Prabhupada said they say the best for last. The deities in Chicago, Kishore Kishori, Krishna Radha. Prabhupada, it's interesting, different rasas, saving the best for last in Chicago, ISKCON Chicago. But this is our mood. We address Radharani. So perhaps there's a question or two before we roll out for our departure to India, Holy Dham. If there's no questions, it's okay because we have to rush out the door.
I just
right?
mentioned that even being Lord Brahma as a non-devotee is worse than...
If Brahma is a non-devotee,
being Brahma as a non-devotee is, better be an insect than...
Yeah, better to be an insect in the house of a Vaishnava. Better to be a cockroach or a mosquito in the house of a devotee than to be a non-devotee Brahman, that's right.
Yeah. But, practically, Brahma cannot be a non-devotee, can he?
Brahma often is a non-devotee. Did you know that? Did you know that you were Lord? Prabhupada explains in the Bhagavatam, you were Lord, the first birth of living entity is Lord Brahma. So, there are many Brahmas who are non-devotees, who come down and become, some struggling soul here in Copenhagen. These are all former Lord Brahmas walking around the city, you see, according to Bhagavatam. You know that purport?
Yeah. No problem.
So it means that it's pretty amazing you think about it, but that's actually a thing. But we're very fortunate now our Brahma is a great devotee. He's a great devotee of the Lord. Our Brahma is a great devotee. Or, if every Brahma is a devotee, then he's not a pure devotee who follows them. It's like devotees fall down. They fall down to lower birth in the material realm.
Because in one sense, that's my point. Because I mean, he has to be engaged very much in connection with Krishna's desire for the creation, so he cannot be out of touch completely. He cannot be completely.
If he is, I can accept the principle that all the Brahmas are devotees, but they're not all pure devotees. That we can, if that's true, then they must not be pure devotees. They're devotees at bloop. Bloop devotees. Bloop! Okay, anything else? Yeah?
Apologize in advance if it's a stupid question, but it's about when you said Radha will recommend a devotee to Krishna. Krishna is already in the heart and he knows everything you think and everything you do and so on. So I'm just a little confused on the concept.
Repeat the question for me.
Yeah, you mentioned this, that you can beg the mercy of Srimati Radharani to mention a devotee for Krishna.
Yeah.
But Krishna, he already knows what is going on within our heart, and like
Yeah.
so he knows that we're not up to the standard that Srimati Radharani is saying that we are.
Yeah.
Yes, but Krishna also engages in different rasas, in different moods. On the one hand, he knows, as the super soul, he knows everything. But he's also willing to play, he also plays different roles. Just like he pretends like he's the son of Mother Jasoda. That gives him more pleasure than being the supreme.
Yeah.
So this is called rasa. Krishna plays different relationships. It's more interesting for him.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's not so much related to this, but in this movement, there are some women who might think that they are better than men. They give better classes, better management.
Yes, well, there are definitely women in our movement better than men.
Yeah,
Look at my wife over here. I have my wife over here, she's much better than me. We definitely have women who are better than men in our movement. My wife is an example. She's much better than me. Much more Krishna conscious than I am. I'm just a struggling soul. She's an advanced devotee.
So how should we deal with the...
There are mothers. We have to respect our mothers. You see? A mother is Mother Prabhu, just like as a kid growing up, my mother and my father were both my Prabhus. I had to obey both of them, so they're both our worshipful Prabhus or masters. And Mataji is my master, my father is also my master. They're our worshipful mothers. And mother means I'm the son. She's also my master. You see, I have to serve her, she's my mother. So that's how we see the ladies, they are our mothers. Except for the wife, that's called Devi, or God. The wife is called Devi, or goddess. Prabhupada said the wife is addressed as Devi. All women are mother except for the wife, and she's called Devi, which means goddess. That's what Prabhupada told in Los Angeles. The wife is addressed as Devi. Lord Shiva said, let's see, what is that verse? Vishnu Aradhanam Devi. Lord Shiva is addressing Parvati as Devi. That's the etiquette for the wife, Devi. Yeah. Okay, anything else?
But then
Yeah?
his question is that sometimes they want the position of the men. Can they act like that?
According to Varnashram Dharma, there are certain roles for women, for men, for Vaishnavas. The Varnashram system is there. You have false social orders or spiritual orders. Women have a certain position within Varnashram Dharma, and we follow these etiquettes. Just like we have the women and the men separate. That's Varnashram Dharma, you see. You say, well, we're all spirit souls. Why do we have to sit separately? Why we can't just be all packed up together because we're all spirit souls? Because we're not completely purified yet. Therefore, the Varnashram Dharma system is there. Now, there are certain cases if somebody is completely beyond the modes of nature, like Prabhupada gives the example in the Bhagavad Gita purport, that Parasuram, even though he was a Brahmin, he acted as a Kshatriya, for example. So when it's completely liberated soul beyond the modes of nature, he can act, doesn't have to act within Varnashram Dharma, although they generally do to take an example. But it's compared to just like when I was a kid, I went to the circus and it was amazing. There was somebody up on the tightrope, they put a chair on the table, they sat down on a chair on the table. It's pretty amazing. But they had a safety net underneath in case they fell, so they wouldn't be killed. So Varnashram is the safety net. You see, with certain roles for ladies, certain role for men. This is a safety net to protect us because we're not completely purified yet. We can slip. So these etiquettes of women in a certain role, men in a certain role, this is to protect us. On the liberated platform, these aren't necessary. But we're not completely liberated. We're still struggling to get out of the mode of nature. Therefore, the Varnashram system is there to protect us. Does that answer your question?
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, sorry.
Your turn. Oh, what are you pointing at?
No, I said I have to wait for Radha Damodar.
Radha Damodar?
I have to wait for that.
Waiting, okay, so we have a few minutes then. Oh, that you're waiting. Okay, go ahead.
You said that by chanting Hare Krishna we are praying Radharani for her mercy. But is it okay if we pray to her just by our heart or our own words, let's say, to express our...
Definitely, I pray all the time in my own words. As long as you can, for a neophyte it's risky to pray in your own words if you don't know the proper mood. But once you actually understand Vaishnava Siddhanta, you can compose your own prayers. I do it all the time. I bowed down to Prabhupada today, I prayed, my dear Srila Prabhupada, I'm just a complete sense gratifier, please save me from this, please enable me to be fully absorbed in this. I spontaneously pray all the time in my own words. It's always strictly according to our philosophy. If you start just making up your own prayers, give me a Cadillac, a brand new Cadillac, replete with Michelin tires, and you're getting off the track, you see. Give my wife a new silk sari, give my kids a Harvard education, give me a house by the sea. Om Jaya Jagadish Hari. You start making up your own prayers. If you're not understand the philosophy and you don't strictly pray according to the teachings of Prabhupada, then your prayers will pollute you. But if you pray strictly according to Prabhupada's teachings, those prayers will actually purify your intelligence, purify your consciousness. They help you realize, I'm just a dumb dodo, please help, please save me, Prabhupada. I'm a lost cause, please help, please Prabhupada, help. SOS, save our Sankarsana. You see? This mood we have to be. We should feel very... Prabhupada showed the example. He said, his Vyas Puja Homage to Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta said, save me a fallen, your divine grace. You want to know how to pray to your spiritual master? Present yourself as a fallen soul. That's the right moods. He said, save me a fallen, your divine grace. If you always pray that way, I'm a fallen soul, I'm a lost case, I'm a sense gratifier, and you're in the right track. Yeah.
I'm wondering, if there's a distinction between being depressed on the platform of false ego and actually humble, because it might look very much the same.
Being what?
Being depressed.
Depressed?
On the platform of false ego.
Being depressed on the platform of false ego. Well, that's how everybody's depressed in the material world. They're all depressed on the platform of false ego.
But that might look very much as genuine humility.
To whose eyes?
I'm just looking at myself and now that Gurudev and Guru Mata are here, then I'm committing so many mistakes. But I'm wondering so I feel kind of embarrassed and lowly. I'm wondering if that is genuine humility or just
Well, it depends. Depends on the mood. You're actually feeling yourself fallen, and that's very good, that's genuine. Making a show, just like Prabhupada, somebody wrote Prabhupada a letter, they signed themselves, their name, the most fallen. Prabhupada, you're not the most anything, you're simply insignificant. I'm the most fallen. Prabhupada immediately caught the pride in their statement. So pride can creep in, you're most fallen servant. You're not the most anything, it's insignificant, Prabhupada. So yeah, it really depends on the mood. You try to put yourself in a humble mood. And in the beginning, you may be a puffed up person thinking, wow, I'm really humble, I'm really developing a nice humble mood now. Just see how nicely I've developed this mood of humility. You see what I'm saying? You get proud of your so-called humility. So, you do your best. Neophyte devotees have a lot of credit to work through. Just like, because of pride, they misunderstand things, they mishear things. Just like the Guru Mothers may say, bring salt and black pepper, and you think, how can I get some black salt? Actually, the Guru Mother didn't say black salt, she said salt and black pepper. Because of pride, you thought she said black salt, you see? So a lot of times we don't hear properly because there's so much pride and so much ahankara in there. Hearing submissively means you take it in. Whatever comes, you just take it in. We have all this pride, it kind of like creates, it messes up what's coming in. Like distorts it. Our pride distorts the message that's coming in and distorts it, you see. So we have to learn how to become very, very humble. Yeah, I really am, this Krishna, asaram bhava. I really have the nature of a demon, to be honest. Really have the nature of a demon. So let me somehow get out of this mood. Look at the beautiful prayers of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. They're very nice prayers, especially Gopina, Gopina, Mamani Vedana Shuna, Vishai Durjana, Sabda Kramarata, Kichu Nahi Mora Guna, Gopina. My dear Gopinath, I'm a materialistic demon. I'm full of all bad qualities. Kichu nahi maraguna. I have absolutely no good qualities at all. Please save this fallen rascal, you see. These are very good prayers to deeply take within your heart and meditate on that mood. Try to enter the mood of that prayer of Gopinath, you see. This will help you to develop the right consciousness. It will empower you as a preacher also. Because the more you become meek and humble, the more Lord Chaitanya empowers you, the more you get Gaura Shakti, you see. So it's not that it's like some depressed thing, I think I'm really fallen, it's really depressing, it will disempower me. No, the more you feel yourself fallen and meek and lowly, the more you become empowered to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. So, cultivate humility is a regular, ongoing process. You'll be glad you did. Okay, we got to kind of wrap it up now. Anything from the internet? How to get out of Prabhu's consciousness and get into Radharani's service consciousness? That was how can I stop thinking I'm the master and be in that mood of Radharani? Well, you can pray to Radharani to help you see. My dear Mother Radharani, please help me get out of this thinking I'm the master and help me become the servant. The Hare Krishna mantra is the very best prayer to help you achieve that consciousness. So when you chant your rounds, chant it with focus, with attention and feeling. Simply by chanting 16 rounds very carefully every day, you will achieve that consciousness that Radharani is in, of complete submission to Krishna. So just chant your rounds very nicely, strictly follow the principles. Learn how to be respectful to all Vaishnavas, you see. How to have a proper relationship with your husband also, as a wife, you see. Proper relationship with Guru, proper relationship with husband. You have to cultivate these things very sincerely and realize that you're a rascal in many ways, all of us. You have to see, in what ways am I doing things wrong? Always be introspective. See, how can I become perfect in every thought, every word, and every deed, in all times, places, and circumstances? Any other questions? Okay, we'll stop here, and we thank you all very much for your allowing us into this wonderful Vrindavan here in Copenhagen. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Gaura Premanandi.
Haribo. HG Sankarsana Prabhu ki jai.
For those on the internet, as soon as we have another opportunity to broadcast our class, we will figure out the timings and we will announce it. So keep checking your internet, your email for the next lecture series. Thanks for tuning in on the internet all these days. Hare Krishna. Okay, now we have the Mahaprasada. Okay, everyone come? Y'all come.
Just go because we're in a hurry.
Make it quick, yeah, we gotta hurry up and do people here. Come on, come on, come quickly. Go on, that hand good, better now? Hare Krishna, thank you. Go on, thank you all for coming. Hare Krishna, I'm so happy you all came. Come every day. Hare Krishna. Come on, Bhakta. Now you become a pure devotee, no more nonsense, okay? Give up all your nonsense, become a pure devotee. Hare Krishna. Krishna Okay, anybody else? Is that it? Anyone else? Krishna, come on, I'm going to give you everything else. Krishna, come here with 2 open hands.
I just got some.
You got some?
Yeah.
Krishna, come here, I'm going to give you everything else. Krishna, come here. Come here with 2 open hands, and I'm going to give you everything else. 2 open hands. Okay. Hand wash. Who wants the garland? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Bring this to them.
I don't think that. Manaji, you can have Manaji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna